This is Justin AMZN for Thursday, January 3rd, 2019. Today we had a very small candle, bearish candle, inside candle that stayed in between these four lines. Pretty much interacted with them somewhat, but nothing really clean. There was a nice hammer here, didn't quite come down and touch this line. That hammer launched us back up, then it came right back down, right into that range. It chopped sideways for around 10 minutes, 15 minutes here, and then moved up. This candle had a nice bounce. The low right here is right off of the 15-14 line, but then it quickly moved up into this line, came down, went up. Nothing really went directional. It was more of just kind of an indecisive day, a little bit more of a bearish tint to it. Once we were up here, kind of retesting the highs, there was a little bit of kind of a rollover here, and then these candles showing upper wicks, couldn't get it going, couldn't get back up above this line. That was kind of your only indication that, hey, this could go lower. But again, it just chopped. It chopped down to this line, went a little bit below, went a little bit above, went a little bit below again. Didn't quite come down this far. Rallied and retested back up to some sort of neckline, maybe. It's really hard to see what all was going on in here. And then that rolled over again towards the end of the day. So nothing really directional, only a couple key areas that I'd say maybe you could play it off of a line. So let's look at, this being like a short-term retest and this being a little bit of a longer-term retest to see what was going on with the put prices here. So this is at 11:10 today, and this is at 11:30 today. So if we jump over to, this is the 1500 put expiring this week, and at 10:20 was this one. Is that the right time? No, 11:10, sorry. 11:10, 11:30. That makes more sense. Okay. 11:10 is right here. And the low on that was 850. The high was 1005. Okay, that's not great. And then 11:30, the low is 850 and the high is 1010. Okay, so there were some opportunities to get a bit of a pullback in here. Even though those were the wick candles, they didn't really show up the same on the option. But had you seen a low come in here of 850, and then another one here at 850, oops, this candle, 850, maybe setting up a stop down at 8 and getting in at 9, that could have filled here, not here, not here, not here. Maybe here. So doing 9 by 8 looks like it could have worked. Similar to the trade that I set up or was talking about in yesterday's video for the open. That could have worked, and then that would have been a good move to hold on to into the next line, which that would have been getting in like 9 by 8 and then getting out as it crossed this line at 12:15. So 12:15 is right here. So somewhere in this range, probably closer to like 13. So going from 9 by 8 up to 13, that's 4R. So that's really good, actually. So, just looking for some interaction with these lines to move somewhat directionally, and you got a little bit of that right here. Now you could have held on longer on a retest and then that rolled over, but what was the real reason to be getting in on this candle, or to hold that long when it started to just pause here like it did in the middle of the range here? This would have been a good target too, but not necessarily holding through this just to get down to this line. So after hours here, we're down below our price of 1500. So we'll really see how we open tomorrow. If we open below this level, it's kind of a pivot. This line looks like it's not doing anything. We didn't really interact with this one. And then this one we kind of interacted with after hours. So we'll leave this line out a little bit longer and see if we have sort of a bounce on this. The other thing I'm kind of seeing, if you take a bigger picture view, is bigger lower high and then pretty much a relative low. And this could be just a really massive 5-minute triangle that could cause us to be range bound a little bit more in this range tomorrow. So we'll keep an eye on this and see if we just go sideways a little bit more, build up a little more momentum, or see if we can get something going directionally. I would really like to see this rally and continue on up, continue a V bottom. But what it's doing today, similar to what it did back on Monday, just a smaller candle like this, inside candle. Didn't make an inside candle that day, sorry, but just the smaller candle here reminds me of some of these smaller candles that we saw in here on its way back up. And so just showing not necessarily weakness, but showing a little more momentum building. And ultimately, I anticipate it moving higher, but I could be wrong. And something could roll over off of the 21 here and continue just another leg down bearish. So, we'll just have to wait and see what happens in the morning and trade accordingly. Hope you enjoyed this video. This is Justin AMZN. Thanks.